I find it difficult to even talk about Our Traveling Home, because this is a channel where I talk about games. Our Traveling Home is, well, it's Howl's Moving Castle, the Ghibli movie, not the book, as an almost a one-to-one recreation of the movie, with all the players taking the role of a paint-thinner version of all the characters, applying their own personal skin suit variations to them. It's a GM-less narrative adventure, where the character sheet tells you literally everything you need to do and say, and if you don't feel like it, if you feel like you did it, you probably done it. You need to complete these little objectives, such as share a painful truth about yourself to the wizard, or tell someone that you love them and want them to stay. With each character has 4 of these per act. The game is split between the first and the second act of Howl's Moving fucking Castle, almost to a point. The acts are characterized by the games, which are little scenes which the characters are allowed to roleplay and maybe roll dice if they feel like it in a move-esque system, determine how well they succeed or succeed but not as well at a task. They will never not succeed, and there is rarely any factor to influence these results outside of the 2d6. Some of these are also very precise, with some of the scenes having requirements for who is actually present in the story to take place in them. When it's all said and done, you've wrapped up both climaxes, you tally up your hits, and everyone just kinda picks and chooses the exact ending they get. There are good and there are bittersweet endings to choose from. However, the wizard and the curse will always end up together, everyone will always survive, and everything is going to be fine. Should you get Our Traveling Home? Absolutely not. It's a glorified create-your-own adventure Howl's Moving Castle fanfiction that's about as Ghibli-inspired as a Russian bootleg copy of Porco Rosso. There is something a bit broader I want to muse about, though. Is Our Traveling Home a game? It's hard to think about, but I don't really think it is. You don't design your own characters, the story's pretty much laid out for you, and ultimately your actions result in a basic series of red, green, or blue buttons to press at the end. Unless you decide to break character deliberately or go out of your way to do absolutely nothing your character is supposed to do, or you choose just to not mark anything even though you should. What is this then? Well, the best combination of words I could come up with is an unfinished script. The characters are already present, the setting is pretty much handed to you even if you were forced to, quote, come up with it, end quote, yourself, and there is even a complete disregard for gameplay. The game even outright says the prompts are heavily scripted, which begs the question, why? This is 136 pages of book that amounts to play Howl's Moving Castle, but worse, but without any of the interesting artistry or broader messages included in it. If you realize that this is an unfinished script which the author throws in your lap, you realize that it's something for what it is. It's a bundle of prompts and ideas for your local theater house to string together into a poorly jumbled version of Howl's Moving Castle. An unfinished script is not a game. To call it such is an insult to every game that ever was created, so I will not rate it as such. As an unfinished script, a book designed to tell a particular story with a particular set of scenes without a clear narrative structure, Our Traveling Home still sucks. The characters feel disorganized, there are many assumptions, and the author's personal biases leak through, replacing valuable space with trying to convince you that it's an actual fucking game. My name is Notepad, and I apparently now review bad scripts. If you like what I do here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And many thanks to the plutocrats as always. They have funded this descent into madness.